Live.
Hey
I'm Mike
guys.
Pyatt. This is Sarah
Yup.
Pyatt. We've been cracking the YouTube algorithm for both organic and paid ads for about 7 years now. Plus, with organic SEO, we have a client organic business, and basically, we're super tired. We just got done editing our audiobook, and we want to share some business secrets that you must know to succeed. If you don't, you may hit bankruptcy, go out of business, like some of our businesses have. So right there, one of them is iteration. Most people have they've gone through tons of different businesses. It's crazy when they say and they're all like connected too, because it's like for me, I first was a radiographer that took X-rays. Then I wrote a book about that to become a radiographer. Then how to write a book, made a product on that. Then I just knew a bunch of knowledge. Then I started into Toastmasters. And Toastmasters, there was someone who was also a business owner, and I was explaining who I am. I'm like, hey, I'm like Pyatt. I like internet marketing. They're like, and I told them what I do with my other businesses. They're like, can you do it for me? And I'm like, sure. So then I started doing business for her. And the most successful traffic source was SEO. She started making like $60,000 a month. She has like a higher end ticket item, and that really grew. So I'm gonna leave that private what niche that was. But if you check some other videos, you can figure out. But then yeah, then I started getting client SEOs. I ranked my own like YouTube videos in both YouTube and Google, and I got sales from both. I ranked for like Michigan SEO, then I ranked my site. So yeah, I've used SEO, paid ads in Google sometimes, but basically those are the main sources. We haven't really succeeded with Facebook ads as much, but we definitely want to test them again soon, just with all our knowledge. Because once you learn one platform, you can kind of also go to another platform like Google Ads. It's type of the same targeting, the funnel, etc. So you can, once you know that type of skill, plus obviously marketing, communication, you can say, okay, instead of a video ad, a Facebook ad. And when you're doing video ads, okay, what do I need to do in the video ads? You got to determine the pieces of each. That's another key business secret that I wanted to expose right here is that you need to know all the drivers. Like, what's the main points of each system? Because, like for Google, it's like three things: keyword research, so know the keywords, then also relevance, so write the content about those keywords, and it's really high value piece of content. And three, links you get from other guest posts, people just putting you on. It's so awesome organically, or trying to reach out, which is pretty tough, but can be done. But then we use PBNs, also known as private blog networks, also known as high powered authority sites. We build it up so people that build up links from their sites over time. Then if they don't pay their bill for whatever reason, then we get to jump on that domain within 30 days. If they don't pay their register bill again for whatever reason, they went out of business, they're changing a .com from a .org, etc. Then we get the domain. All those links build up over time. They still count in Google's eyes. So we rebuild up that website with either original content from its original creator, or we build brand new content with it. Again, all those links built up over time still count relevant. Then link to your thing. Thing is, you need a lot of them. They'll need to be different IPs. We manage over 500 different domains. It's a lot of work, giant spreadsheets. We got a team, some in Romania, also Pakistan, Turkey, all over the globe. Plus Sarah and I, she is my wife. We do it in house. And really, we want to give as much value to you in this video, just sharing what worked for us with our SEO business. We now work from home. We love it.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else you want to say on that intro, Sarah?
Everything's good.
Everything's spot on. So also, yes, of course, there's always these paradoxes that a lot of people will, at first, maybe like some gurus are coming out as a certain way, but there's all these paradoxes, and the key is most likely balance and depends on the situation. So of course, there's the paradox of work super hard, grind it out, push, or just like let it come to you. If it happens, it happens. That type of paradox. And both is, of course, you got to put in the energy. And of course, if you just keep always putting the energy and not sometimes relaxing, taking a break, or going with the flow, of course, then it's going to get really constrained. So it does need some room to breathe, so to speak. What would you say on that? Totally agree. Okay, next one, next paradox that people will want to say, and sometimes people will label these as secrets. I mean, yeah, we like to label as secrets, so to speak, or principles, or I mean, in this case, just paradoxes. But yeah, again, these two sides of the paradigms, such as next one, quality versus quantity. Some people are like, man, just keep hammering out, put out that content, and then some people are like, you got to have really high quality, the perfect ad, all this. So what's the answer? both and also synergy come together, because yes, you need some level of quality to actually be able to communicate. Most people who communicate really suck at it, so they need to learn some sort of structure or framework or understanding or technique to actually be able to really communicate well, because most of us think we can communicate really well, but we can't. So there definitely needs to be some structure, which leads us into another principle, which is really and maybe possibly a business you're exposed, but you probably already most likely know it, which of course is marketing. And what is marketing? Really, it's just communication, leading back to our previous point. Communication is key. You got to be specific, 10x specific to what you think you need to be. Know all those, also the influence factors. So these are things like, you want to use them in an ethical way. They are super powerful, proven to work: scarcity, story, reciprocity, compare and contrast, indifference. What's some other ones? Always speak to your outcome. Pain and pleasure. Everyone's motivated towards pain and pleasure, trying to get more of what they want and less of what they don't want. Speak to that. Also, USP. What is USP, Sarah? She's really tired. As you can tell, this series is called Tired Talk, and we're just basically tired because we worked. But in this case, I'm not as tired as I usually am. If you go back to some of my previous Tired Talks, we share one of our clients who went from 3,000 to 30,000 a month.
USP, back to that.
USP, but they went to 3,000 to $30,000 a month, and yeah, they're rocking it. I mean, yeah, that's another previous Tired Talk. If you want to check that out, that's through SEO Organic. Again, it's one of our clients.
They
This
went from
Shopify
7K
store.
in 1 year to 70,000 a month. Mike did
Yes.
not have the correct
Hey,
stats
can you
on
put that blanket off your mouth? No one can hear you.
Sorry. So 7,000 in 1 year to 70,000 last month. We can't say who, but it wasn't 30,000.
Yeah, if you check back some of our other, also the interviews I do with Brian Fleming that may have came up a few times, so that didn't come out. But basically, that's from SEO. SEO is banging. But back to USP, unique selling proposition. So yes, even if you rank, you still have to have high converting stuff. But you can have high converting stuff and still not rank. I've done both. I've like created the best content, and then like no one was coming to it. And I was like, oh, it sucks. And I created crappy stuff. And then I learned about these authority links, ranked it. Then I was like, oh, now it's not converting. So, of course, you need both relevant, high converting, and, of course, authority links. You like votes, but in most cases, all the stuff is cheap links. You need those high quality links. Again, PBNs, that's what we use. We also teach business systems to others. I started this through Facebook groups, started in local client takeover, then merged into Operate It Pro, then just taught, how to systematize business. Because once I got all these clients, I'm like, this is a lot of work. It feels like 10 different jobs, these 10 different clients. So we had to turn it into a system. And now Sarah's using that system. She uses our sales system. So exactly what to say, how to say it, and a lot more. Plus, what do you have to say about the systems?
It helps so much to have a system. You know?
Yeah, I totally agree. Without a system, I'd be all over the place. And it feels like so much. You really got to systematize it. And like, cause you got to be so efficient, like in business, like you got to do marketing, then like the leads, and then in most cases, you got to film it. So it's like a lot of different pieces. So while you're building your team, that's still a lot of work, 'cause you're still managing all. So you really have to be efficient. And the best way is through systems. Basically, the basic definition of systems, not like a fancy word, but it's really just thinking of all the different parts, all the different pieces. So back to my secret or principle that I exposed earlier on, like know the main driver. So that's kind of like the main parts of a system. So car. So if I wanted to build a car, and I would see that, and I'm like, okay, well, that's my goal is I want it to drive. Okay, so what are the main drivers? Engine, turn the gas into fuel, turn the rods, and I have the frame and the wheels, etc. And then like what's not, like you don't need flags or something. You don't need it to be a hot rod, etc. Like it doesn't really care about color. Like that's not a critical success factor. So in systems type learning and thinking, they call that a critical success factor, CSF. Critical success factor. Is it critical? Is it a nice to have, or is it needed? So a lot of this stuff is like, oh, it's nice to have, but is it really critical? So we just try to go for like the critical, what's good enough, which still is quality to get the message. And some people in their video ads or their website will just like, oh, it's good enough. But if you come back and you refine, you can usually make it quality. And the weird part is you can keep going on endless quality. So again, back to these paradoxes, there's these black and white of work really hard and then relax, and one side is it can always be improved, and another side, it's not. Sarah, am I putting you to sleep?
No, I'm just super tired. It's nothing personal, you know?
Yeah, tell us about your biggest lesson you learned this week. We'd love to hear.
Patience.
Patience.
Be patient. Yeah, things take time. You know, you
Patient.
gotta.
And on
Yeah.
the other side of that paradox is urgency. Work like, you got to put in a lot of energy because it takes so much energy each day. So if each day you're like, oh, if I can just put it all in, and then that builds up over time. But then, of course, the other side of the paradox, you don't want to burn out. So, of course, you have to structure in some relaxation, whether it's on weekends or good breaks throughout the day or at least at night, some high quality rejuvenation. Do something fun, do something that's more related to your body. Just do whatever you want. That's basically what I always think is like the most motivating thing. I don't know if it's selfish or not, but just like be able to do what I want when I want. It's like if I want to work, I want to work. If I want to chill, I want to chill. Like I can have that choice freedom. And of course, add value, make money, learn, surround myself with the right people.
Amen.
But yeah, having that freedom is pretty key, to live more of like a rejuvenation life where you gotta just work on what you need to and what you want to, and set up your environment and all the different pieces to work with you to facilitate that to happen.
True.
Anything else, Sarah? Camera's on you.
No, I think I'm just super tired, guys. It's nothing personal, you know. But I think Mike pretty much said it all. And yeah, take breaks, but also have that urgency. Was my main takeaway, you know, because you gotta have urgency to get it done, but you also have to remain healthy. The end.
The end. Hey, why is it saying rotate
Whoa.
device? Well, guys, I hope we were the right way on this talk. And
How
just
do
take
we edit?
action, right? Of course.
Yep, take action. That's weird. Why does it say that? Maybe shake it again.
Yeah, just on our reconnecting. You know what? We just thought we were a different way.
That was crazy, guys.
Yep, sorry, it was us on our end. So, sorry for that little mishap. Yeah, make sure to like, subscribe. Also, watch our other videos that are on this channel. Go to our channel. We have like playlists right on there. You can see the overview, the targeting, the creating an ad. Also, yeah, there's just tons of
Tons of
value.
good stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, check it
Plus,
out.
we just finished a book, Two Ads Profit Playbook. You want to check that out. We just finished the audio, or working on the audio. I just got to show you that real quick, and then I'll end it.
Yeah, go for it. It's a huge
Check this out,
project,
guys. Yeah, it's a pretty big project, but it's pretty sweet. You'll definitely have to show your support. Hope you guys are making some killer products too. I don't know. I love to document and learn. Documented my book, Two Bad's Profit Playbook. This is version 1. It's just like an outline. This is version 2. Oh, I just got done with version 3. Plus, oh, you're going to love this. Put it all on audio. These are all the different tracks. It's really well organized. This is just one section, and we're working on doing the audio. Basically, this is a door that I took off, but this is also the outline of the program there. So this is pretty sweet. So yeah, like each day, as I recorded all these sections. Again, this is 453 pages. So yeah, it's a pretty big book, but it's pretty thick. Sarah's laughing at my mistake there. Sorry. Also, this is systematizing blueprints. This is my first book. This is in like a higher end training program. Again, if you're interested in that, I'll tell you about that later. Right now, the main hot thing is Two Bad's Profit Playbook. If you did not pick up your copy, which most likely you didn't, because most likely you are a new user, just because we've been behind the scenes a lot, and now we're coming more out, sharing what we've learned throughout these years, because you know what, there's a lot of gurus out there that say they know the answer, and most cases what I find is like they know just a little piece of the answer.
Yep.
Because if they knew all the answers, then all their students would be so successful.
Right.
I mean, I've studied probably about 200 different courses, of paid courses, tons of online stuff, plus obviously experimenting and doing it ourselves as well, right?
Right.
So, yeah. Give it a thumbs up.
Yeah.
Pure
Yes.
value. Hope you're doing well too. Hope you're killing it, crushing it in the game,
Check
living
out
your
Tube
life
Ads
to your
Profit
fullest.
Playbook. That's probably going to be your new best friend. Seriously.
True, and it's only $7.95. Just pay the shipping. You can also get the audio
Yeah.
for what, $12, and then there's a boot camp video that we're going to make too after this. It'll be done probably by the time you see this.
Yeah.
That's going to be crazy audio. It's going to be crazy editing that one too.
Yeah.
Because we got to do a lot of visuals for that one, and so it's like went from book to audio to video, just however you want to learn best to learn these YouTube tactics that we've used to scale our businesses. Again, that SEO business, client SEO business, and also Vince Del Monte. So we've used it for clients as well, other people. Yeah, now sharing it. So you're one of the first to see it.
Check it out.
Check it out, and we'll chat later. Again, this is Mike Pyatt.
And Sarah.
Pyatt.
Yep.
Sarah Badadera.
See you guys.
Later, I'm just stalling. Now we're going to go chill and hang out and do whatever we want. As to you. Cheers. Peace. Stop streaming. Yep.